Good evening and welcome to the special one-off celebration giveaway for all you guys that donated to the Nisha Structures. Obviously very kind of you. And this is to say thank you. A little bit of a giveaway we're going to do with marbles. You might have already seen the post. What we're going to do, we're just going to basically plonk all of you. There's 16 of you that have currently donated or have donated. You'll all basically go into a race and then we set off. The last place finisher in that race gets knocked out, and then we go to another race, we do the same thing. The last place finisher gets knocked out, and we just keep going until we've got the final three who will battle it out for the final, or the three prizes that are on offer. The first prize is 1 month Amiga, the second prize is a level 1 mastery pack, and the third prize is a Genius Booster plus 12, all bought from the New Eden store in game. If you do happen to win a race during any of these, which someone will, obviously many of you will win a race, I'm going to give away a basic boost cerebral accelerator to each person that wins a race. It's only a +2, but it's like 5 plex, but it's something different, and it's something to reward the race winner. There's no random positions or anything like that. It's literally you got to win, got to get through to that final 3. I've already got all your names. I'll just show these, just make sure. There you go. There's all your names. 16 of you there that donated to the structures. Thank you very much. And we're going to go. We'll let the guys on Discord just pick the tracks, I guess. If you want to pick the first track, guys, whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. We're going to do it all in the laps tracks, not the community stuff, just so we can get
Excite Marble.
Excite Marble. There we go. We'll use that for the first one. 16 bots. Let's go for the first race. Yeah, we're just going to filter through, and I'll just start knocking people out basically. Here we go. They're going to be pretty quick fire races. We're not going to do 10 laps. We'll do 5 for the start. I'll build them up as we go along. But we'll do 5 for the start. It's a pretty long track. So remember, you don't want to be last. Anywhere else, you're going to get through to the next round. You do not want to be in last position. That's basically the rule. If you finish first, obviously, like I say, you'll get a +2 booster, which is off the New Eden store. Like I say, it's only worth 5 plex. It's not the dearest thing on there. But at least there's something to fight for if you do win a race. You've got to reward the race winners, haven't you? You've got to get something for race winning. Fucking Taz is in lead. That lasted long. There we go. Let's see what happens. Heavy Dude currently at the rear. He would currently be going out already. Now, this doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much you donate. It doesn't mean if you give 10 million ISK. Doesn't mean if you give 5 million ISK. Doesn't mean if you give 5 billion ISK. It's not about that. It's about the fact that people are willing to donate and give something. So everyone's got the same chance regardless of how much you donated. It makes no difference. Some people are richer than others. As some girls are bigger than other girls' mothers, as we all come to know in this group. Olive takes the lead, lap 2, obviously only a 5-lap one at the moment. Heavy Dude's lingering at the rear. Wouldn't like to see himself go out this early, but it's going to change. I mean, Taz was leading a minute ago, and look, he's on his way back. So yeah, you just don't want to go out. Some good prizes up front. A month's Amiga. It's always good to win a month's Amiga for free, basically. The Genius Booster plus 12, obviously that's good. And the level 1 Mastery Pack has a Genius Booster plus skill points in it, basically. So it's like the Genius Booster, but a lot of skill points with it as well. So it's a nice little pack to get. So if you should happen to win that at the end, that's a nice little bonus for you. I thought this was the best way of doing it. I was going to do like knockouts and stuff like we do on the monthly giveaway, but I thought, go on, we'll do something slightly different. We'll just do it where it's last place finishes, basically. Get knocked out, and it makes it a little bit different to monthly because we want the monthly to stay unique. And speaking of the monthly giveaway, he is indeed in the lead, Flash. Kelsey Black Nova in the lead currently. Yeah, speaking of the monthly giveaway, the sign-ups for that will be going out tomorrow because it's 2 weeks today until the next monthly giveaway. Can you believe it's already been 3 weeks since the last one? You should have all got your prizes now. They've all been contracted out and paid out. If you didn't get paid out or you didn't get your prize, you must not have claimed it. So make sure in future you're claiming your prizes if you did win something. Got to send me an email, Discord, in-game, whatever. Just say, I want to claim your prize. Call me whatever you want in it. Fat, useless, arrogant, wanker, whatever you want to call me. Shit at game, CEO. Whatever you want to call me, you'll get your prize. It's fine. At the back, it's Tifa currently. They're going to the penultimate lap already of race 1. So I think there's going to be what? If there's 16 people, that means we need to get 13 races done before we get the top 3. So there's actually going to be quite a lot of races tonight to find out who that final top 3 is going to be. I'm going to try and make them as quick as I can, like quick fire races, so it don't get too strung out, you know. This has actually taken longer than I imagined on this one. I mean, it's only been 3 minutes, to be fair. It's not that bad. And we all enjoy marbles. Kelsey and Olive battling out for the lead. It was and the marbles. So I've got to stop doing that, actually. He does actually subscribe to our channel. Contempo, if you watch this, there we go. I've just done it again. nothing personal. We love your voice. At the back, it's currently Aaron and Pasta side by side. But that again, I think that'll change. Coming across the line now to start the final lap. Olive sneaks into the lead. Kelsey fights back on the inside, blocks Olive there, quite tactically there. Olive says, "I'm not fucking having that," and fights back on the inside. John Taggart there in third. Don't forget, if you win a race, and you can win as many races, you could win every single race if you really want to do. You'll get a +2 booster every time. Hopefully, we get a nice split of winners. That's the idea of it. I was going to give more prizes out for different positions, but it kind of defeats the purpose of having like the grand prize sort of thing at the end. If everyone wins something, it sort of defeats the object. Speaking of winning, though, Olive might be winning a prize here because he's quite far out in front. We're going to keep an eye on the rear as well. Looks like Pasta's struggling to bring it home at the moment. Pasta would currently be the one to get knocked out if nothing changes. We'll keep an eye on the leaders as we come around the final corner. John Taggart, though, sets on fire. That could be a disaster. An absolute disaster. Olive's going to take the win. He's going to take the first booster. Let's see. Does John get going before the end? No, he doesn't. He's still on fire. He's burning long. This is it, surely. No. John, I can't believe it. The only marble to set on fire, and it's going to take you out in round one. Any thoughts on that, John?
Amazing.
It is absolutely disgusting, to be fair. You can shut up and all. You want to keep it down, Wham. Wham, you want to keep it down, Wham, otherwise you'll be going out in the next round and all. Olive takes a win. John Taggart, unfortunately, we're going to have to say goodbye to you already. Round one. It's not even round one, is it? Just knocked out. Knocked out. There we go. That's unfortunate. Anyway, back to the main race, or the main menu. We've got to edit the list because we've got to take one out of it. Unfortunately, John, goodbye to you. We're down to 15 already. Come on, guys. Someone pick me the next track. Boomerang. There we go. That'll do me. 15. We're down to 15 marbles now, so we're going to keep going. Unfortunately, there always has to be someone who's going to get knocked out. There's always has to be a loser. Unfortunately, tonight, so far, it's been John. Let's go. If there's anyone that did donate to one of my... I thoroughly checked all my characters to make sure I saw all the donations, because some people didn't send emails with the donations or anything like that. And I have double-checked them. If I have missed anyone, then please let me know afterwards. If you've sent ISK or something to a character I ain't seen it on, or a wallet I ain't seen it on, something like that, and you think, where am I? Let me know afterwards, and I will sort something out for you, because I did try and make sure I got everyone in. So, yeah, hopefully everyone's in this who should be. We're going to do 6 laps on this one. It's a really cool track, this one, Pasta, to be fair. Boomerang is a really, really cool circuit. And you also get this, look. You can also watch the race. Like, look, they're actually live on that big screen there. You can see them going around. How cool. How cool is that? How awesome is that? Really, really cool, this Marble software. It really is. Noir Widow currently in the lead. So, don't forget, Olive's already won 1 booster so far. They're only +2s. But if you don't want to pay for stuff in-game, if you don't want to pay for boosters, if you don't run boosters, a +2 booster is still pretty good. You know, it's still going to help you out somewhat. And let's see what happens. We've got a 6-lap race. Clam Snooter's currently struggling at the rear. We saw, though, in the last race, it looked like Pasta was going to get knocked out until John Taggart decided to set on fire right on the last corner, which, yeah, basically sealed his fate there. So don't worry too much at the moment, Clam. There might still be a chance to come back. As the leaders... The first, 5 marbles there, absolutely grouped together, almost stuck together at that point. I mean, I know it's sweaty in the UK at the moment, but they're all stuck. Top 4 break away a little bit now. We've got Darjo in the lead, looking like there. He's going to come out of this corner. Noir nips it back up the inside, though. Wham's right there as well. Don't forget, not too important about winning these early races. You just want to make sure you're getting through. You don't want to be at the back like Clam is currently there. You want to make sure you're getting through to that grand finale prizes. Some good prizes on offer. I wanted to do something nice for you guys that donated, so this is your moment. Everyone that donated, obviously John's already out, but yeah, big thank you again to everyone that put into the structures. In Nisha, they are amazing. I love the fact that we've got them in the corporation and things. It's just, I never imagined we'd ever have anything like that, a system where basically we've locked it down and we've got all our own stuff in there. It's incredible. Every time I log on, I'm like, I right click and look at the structures list. I'm like, I just see Jagged all the way down it. It's like, this is cool as fuck, you know, so. And you guys... All you guys in these races combined donated well over half the value of them structures. So I only had to pay just under half for them, so out of my own ISK. So yeah, amazing to think that. And considering it cost about 32 billion ISK, at least, I think it was about 33 billion ISK to get all the stuff set up. It just shows how much ISK you guys donated in total. So yeah, amazing. Change at the back. Clam Snooters has found some pace. Richard Coates is now at the rear. In the lead, it could be any of these three by the end of this lap. Noir Widow currently leads. Cron moves to the outside there. He's come through and taken a shot at victory as we head into the penultimate lap. At the rear, it's still Richard Coates. Pastor not looking good in this race either at the moment. You were nearly out in the first race, and you're running towards the rear in this one. So need to get some pace on. We start the penultimate lap. Aaron takes the lead. Noir Widow dropping back there, was challenging for the lead. Now down to 6th place and possibly about to come under fire. Aaron set on fire though. The lead, I just mentioned his name. I've done a Murray Walker and cursed him. He was in the lead. He's now going to the back of the field, who is currently Pastor once again. Oh, and Pastor hits him as well. That's going to lose Pastor some momentum. So still a chance there for Aaron to come back into the positions to get through. Pastor, who didn't look good in round 1, is not looking good in round 2. But that fire might have set. Imagine if you get through again, Pastor, and 2 people set on fire and get you through. And Aaron is really struggling, to be honest, at the moment there. He has not got any pace. Scythe moves into the lead there. You can see Cron. Icarium's now in 3rd. You guys are all going to be safely through at the moment, as long as you don't set on fire. At the back, it's Pastor and Aaron we're going to keep an eye on. Darjo, though, sets on fire at the worst possible time. This could be Darjo's moment to go out, unless he can get going. Taz has also got a worrying symbol. Darjo's got going again, though, before Aaron catches him up. So that's going to be interesting at the back. We'll keep an eye on the leaders now, just for now, while we come around here. We've got Cron, Icarium, and Scythe. Cron looks like he's going to take the race 2 win, which will give him the booster +2. As he comes out the final corner, he's timed this to perfection, and then we're going to switch. So we'll just confirm that across line. Cron's got it. Let's look at the rear, what's going off, because it is close. Aaron and Darjo fighting for this last place position. Don't forget, if you finish last, you get knocked out, so you've got to finish. Oh, Taz sets on fire in the final corner. That's it.
No!
That's sealed it. I can't believe it. How unlucky is that? Taz, I am sorry to see that. I really am. I'm not really. Fucking get in. Taz secures Aaron and Darjo's fate by setting on fire in the last corner. Another gift from Taz there. The man that keeps on giving. There are your results. Lucky to the guys that got through there because of that. Classic Darjo has got through. So knocked out in that one was Taz Gideon. Didn't see that coming there at the end. And first place was Cron, who takes a booster. So Cron, let's just put a win next to your name. And we'll get back to the main menu and we'll get rid of Taz Gideon. Not quite as satisfying as kicking him out of court, but it's partly there. Anyway, no, I'm only joking. Right, so on pick us the next track. Unlucky there, Taz. Thank you. Just quickly to the guys that have donated. That have been knocked out. John and Taz, thank you for your donations. Obviously, much appreciated. Unlucky on not getting through. Next
You're
track.
welcome.
Someone pick the next track.
The Grade.
The Glade. There we go.
Oh, Glade. Yeah, close enough. Yeah.
Yep, thank you again. Even though you got knocked out, obviously, there has to be some losers in this, unfortunately. It's just the way it is. But yeah, thank you for your donations. This is quite a long track, so we'll just do 5 on this one, because it is actually quite a long one. Right, it's a good track, though. Here we go. Good luck again. Same again. Basically, last place finisher, you're going to get knocked out. So if you've been struggling so far to scrape through, i.e. Pastor and Aaron in the last race, you might want to find some pace here, because it's going to get harder and harder to get through. So Kelsey takes the early lead. Long track this one, so as you can see, quite a long layout. We have done monthly giveaways on this track, to be fair, before.
Yeah, I'm out of the early, man. That's the kiss of death.
Yeah, I don't know about this track, to be fair, because sometimes on these laps tracks where they're actual circuits like this, it's actually quite difficult to make up time or get back through the pack, really, but Pastor at the back again. That's all 3 races now, Pastor. You've been at the back at the start, but you're somehow still in it. So maybe Pastor's playing the sensible. He just knows people are going to set on fire. He's just going as slow as he can, just not to set on fire. Maybe that's what it is. Kelsey coming round as we're already at the end of lap 1 nearly. It's Kelsey from Scythe from Wham, Icarium right there. Darjo, Tifa, Aaron. Pretty much make up your top 7 there. There's a bit of a gap back to Cron, our previous race winner. Don't forget, if you do win races, you will get a +2 booster, the Genius Plus booster off, or whatever it's called, basic booster off the New Eden store. As a little something. They're only worth 5 plex, but it's a little something for the race winner to take home. But the main thing is that you get through to the next round. That's the main thing. You want to just keep getting through. Even if you finish 4th, 5th, you just want to get through. Doesn't really matter if you win or not. Clam Snooters, again, at the back of the field, he was struggling in the last race until it all turned round for him later on. Maybe it'll do the same again. The fires so far basically have proved a massive part of this, as they often do in the monthly giveaway. But in this more so, because if you do finish last in this, at least in a monthly giveaway, you finish last, you get prizes, you know, things like that, you still win something. In this, at the moment, if you finish last, you're out. That's it. There's nothing. So yeah, it's a bit cruel. It's a bit cruel. I wish I could give you all, you know, a month Amiga for donating, but yeah, that's unrealistic, really, isn't it? That everyone would just donate. Everyone would donate like $1 million. Oh, wait, last night I said 1 ISK.
Yeah.
1 ISK. Can I donate 1 ISK to the structures and still get in the giveaway? No, you can bollocks. Good friends up front. Well, I say good friends. They might not be after this. Kelsey and Wham battling it out for the lead. Will they work together? Now, they're pretty much brothers in real life. Will they work together?
Oh,
Kelsey
yeah, we're not going to work together.
You're not going to work together? No.
That's not how it happens.
Well, you might want to. Look at the lead you've got. Come on. Kelsey, have a word with Wham. Tell him to stop battling. Because look at the lead you've got. You're going to get through here safely. And you might get a prize. You can split it. You can have +1 each. There you go. Because it works like that. Wham, though, it's actually giving you a bit of a boost, to be fair, though. He's giving you a bit of a boost there, Kelsey. I think he's working. I think he's doing some teamwork here. Let's have a look. Is Wham working together or not? Or is he being selfish?
No, he's trying to get past me, but he's just pushing me forward.
Look at the lead you've established over there. As Kelsey gets a better run for you there at the moment, though, which assists him to pull away further. Wham going backwards a little bit. Who's at the rear? I know that's what you're all asking. Kron, Clam, and Aaron very close together there. The battle for last place is going to be a close one. We're going to keep an eye on the leaders as well, because Kelsey versus Wham is what the whole town is talking about. It's all over the newspapers. It's all in the media. Never mind the Israel-Iran war and all this. It's Kelsey versus Wham. That's what all the media. That's what Sky News are talking about right now. That's what they've got.
The fulcrum of our time.
Exactly. Yeah. This is like heavyweights. This. You know, Tyson and whoever. You know, this is. You know, we're really talking big status here. Lots of money involved. You know.
I mean, this is starting to scare me. That lead's getting big.
It is actually getting very big. Kelsey from Wham, the lead's pretty much sorted there. At the back, it's Kron currently, who is in last position. Aaron, Noir, and Kron are currently the bottom 3, so they will be the ones to keep an eye on. We've got one more lap to go after this. No fires as of yet. I'm sorry if someone sets on fire now and I've cursed you. But no
Shut
fires.
your mouth. Shut your mouth.
I'm not going to mention fire and your name, Kelsey. Don't worry. I'm not going to do it. Wham's got nothing in the tank, though. Kelsey's decimated him in this one. He's pulling away and left him behind. Left his good friend Wham behind. He said, you know what? If you're not going to work together with me, I'm going to go and take the prize myself. I don't need your help. I'm putting words in his mouth there. There'll be a great fight going off now in background. You said that? What? I'll have you. It's fucking Leon this. He said it, not me. Kelsey, Wham, Olive, Icarium. Wham and Olive and Icarium, to be fair, are closing back up to Kelsey. That gap's come down a little bit there through that middle sector. So Kelsey running out of steam towards the end. Wham's making a fight back. He's like, fuck that. I ain't having that. I want that +2 booster. But at the rear, we'll quickly switch. The leaders are actually very close. Wham has made a massive fight back. How the hell have you made that much time up, Wham? Jesus. At the back, Kron and Noir very close, and there's a gaggle of 3 just in front of you, over in Clam, Scythe, and Aaron. It's going to be very close and very interesting to see who gets knocked out in this one. Don't forget, you can't be last. You can't be last. If you're last, you're out. You've got to get through. Olive now coming through has already won a booster so far tonight. He's now trying to win another one because he's in second position. Kelsey struggling to bring it home at the moment, running out of pace. He did go a little bit early in this race, as we often see. The early runners often fall backwards. It's like the horse racing. Your favourites always sit in the mid-pack and wait until the later races. Later in the race, so the later hurdles. Kelsey there, still in the lead though. He's still doing all right. As long as he gets this section okay, he might still have a chance. Wham fights back. At the rear, Kron has had a severe lack of pace in this last few corners and has fallen right off the back of the field. This could hamper his chances of getting through unless Aaron and Scythe in front have problems. Kelsey leads though. Wham's retaken second position, I believe. Yes, he has. Is he going to try anything into the last corner to try and take the win away from his good friend Kelsey? I don't think he's got enough of a... Kelsey he really rescued it on this last lap. I thought you were going to lose this race, Kelsey. Looks like you're going to take it. As we come through the final corner... wow, they've got a mate. I say it on the line. Look at that. They just passed on the line. Look at this. It's going to be side by side. Who's going to do it? It's going to be Olive. Olive's going to take another booster as we go across the line. I can't believe it. How the hell did they do that on the last corner? Kron, can he do anything magical off the final corner to get through? I don't think he can. He's closing on Aaron. He's closing, but it's too late. Kron's going out. Kron's going home. There's your results. Olive takes another booster. Absolutely disgusting. I can't believe that.
That was insane.
Honestly, I thought you had that. I absolutely thought you had that. And then, wow. So, Kron, you've won a booster earlier, but unfortunately now you are knocked out. Where the hell's my mouse gone again? No, not this again. There we go. There's the results. Let's get back to the main menu.
Even the fact that I lost to Olive, instead I'm behind Wham.
We're getting rid of Kron. As you can see, we're down to 13. Pick the next track for me, folks, whichever one you want. Right, I'll pick one in 5 seconds if no one else picks.
Find something that we never do.
To be honest, there's not... Lake Shore, we'll do that. I'm going to try and do them all tonight, to be fair, all the different types of tracks, apart from one, because it's shit. But, right, same again. We got another race. Well, I know we don't do this one very often, but yeah, we'll do 5 on this one, it's fine. Let's go. Let's have a good race again. Right, come on now, folks. Let's see. Olive's already won 2 boosters, 2+2s.
Yep, here we go again, out in first place.
Yep, Tifa takes the lead early on. So remember, again, last place finisher will get knocked out. We're down now to the last 12. So soon we'll be able to see all the marbles still left in the top 10 on the right-hand side. So we'll know all the time who's going to get knocked out, who's getting through, and so on. So, yeah, Olive there again. He's having a good night so far. He's already won 2 boosters. I'm hoping they get shared out at least a little bit between you guys. So at least everyone gets something, hopefully. Because Kron got knocked out in the last round, but he did win a booster in the round before. So at least he's got something tonight, you know, in that respect. Tifa takes the early lead though as we come through the back straight, but it's all to play for just yet. No fires in that last race either. Very interesting. Not one fire in that last race. I didn't even have to say it. Why did you say it? Kelsey's got this in the bag and he loses it on the last corner. I can't believe it. I've never smelt like it. Olive in the lead again. This is getting boring now, Olive. Come on. Let someone else win. It's not fair, this. Scythe says I'm having one as well. Scythe gets into the lead there. Tifa, Noir, Widow, Clam, Snooters, Darjo, Aaron, Wham, Richard, Heavy, and Kelsey, who was in the lead early on, is now second to last. Pastor at the back. Somehow still in this. Pastor, every time I look at your marble, it's in last place, but somehow you're still here. And you've still got a chance of getting through for them final positions. Scythe there in the lead. Noir, Widow, Olive. Tifa falling back a little bit. Let's see what's going on through here. Not too much at the moment. At the back, it's still Pastor. We'll give it a couple of laps to settle down. Still plenty of time to get back involved there, Pastor. And as I say that, he closes massively on Heavy Dude in front. Look, there we go. More attention on the rear of the field in these races than anywhere else because that's the important positions. Wham now moves through or attempts to move through into second position. Noir comes to block and does so successfully, which slows Wham down, allowing the guys behind to get a run on him. They're all going to collide. Oh, Clam Snooters went over the top of Wham and takes the lead. That was pretty impressive. If you watch the replay later on, watch that. I just caught that there. Clam Snooters went over the top of about 4 marbles there and took the lead. Wham's never really recovered from that in this stint so far. He was looking to take second place, but now he's falling back towards the edges of the top 10. Pastor closing on the rear of the field, which is currently Heavy Dude and Kelsey. Heavy Dude, if you're watching this, we hope you're well, dude. Because for those that know, this weekend, Heavy Dude went out on the lash in Whitby. So he's more than likely inebriated now, or on some sort of stomach pump device or something like that, as we speak. Clam Snooters, Olive Tenshi, Aaron Yvomez, pulling away the top 3 at the moment. Scythe falling back in 4th, but he's a solid 4th. He's well in front of the rest of the pack. Noir looks strong early on. He's going backwards. Pastor still at the rear of the field, making no impression on Heavy Dude in front of him at the moment. Kelsey's now starting to find a bit more pace, and he's trying to get back into the middle of the pack, the safe zone. Basically, the bottom 3 is where the danger zone is in these. In that bottom 3 area towards the end of the race, it's a little bit like where Aaron is now. If he sets on fire now, I'm not trying to say you are going to Aaron, but if you set on fire now, you've still got a chance, you know, because you've got the gap to the rear of the field. But if you're at the back three and you set on fire, you're pretty much done, as we've seen so far with John and Taz. Olive takes the lead. He just can't stop winning so far. This is ridiculous. So let's see if it happens again. That'd be 3 boosters in tonight so far, which is madness. Pasta's struggling at the rear, though. With 2 more laps to go, Pasta, you need to get your finger out because you've got to get on with this pretty soon. I'm going to put that camera there because I'm going to have a quick drink. Oh, fucking hell. Drunk that too fast. And we are back. Aaron trying to get after Olive on the penultimate lap. He's saying, I want a booster for myself. It's not all about you tonight. Big pack of marbles here. I think that's 4 of you guys, including Noir, Clam, Wham, and Scythe. Again, all in positions that are safely through currently. So you guys don't want to do anything stupid, i.e. block each other and cut your momentum or anything like that. Clam's got a good run there, moves into 3rd place. Olive extending his lead up front. At the back, it's still Pasta, but the group in front is still close. It only takes a few collisions, as we've just seen, to cost some people some momentum, and you'll be right back in it there, Pasta. So don't give up just yet. It's still time, and obviously fires as well, things like that, you never know. But Olive in front is absolutely dominating at the moment. This is a little bit ominous. Looks like he might be taking his 3rd win so far, which would be 3 boosters. 3 plus 2 boosters. Disgusting, Olive. Disgusting. Might just make it a +6. Olive, Aaron, Scythe, Wham, Noir, Clam, Darjo, Icarium. Icarium's been a quiet marble so far, but he's always getting through. He's always in that mid-pack. Heavy Dude who's moved now from the rear of the field, or towards the rear of the field, with Tifa. Richard, Kelsey, and Pasta. There you go. I told you, Pasta. The last lap begins, and Pasta has made his way to the back of the pack now. He's right there. Currently about to demote Kelsey to last position. There we go. Kelsey, who nearly won the last race, if it weren't for the awful commentary that cost him the win, is now in the final position there. Pasta, who was last, has now taken another position past Richard. Kelsey trying to fight back on the inside. Will he do so? We'll have a quick look at the leaders in a sec. I just want to see what goes on here. Heavy Dude, who I just said was safe, is now looking like he's going to be struggling for last. But Clam sets on fire, though. This is going to change everything because he's too close to the rear of the field. He gets hit there by Kelsey as well. I think that's going to seal the deal there for Clam because he was too... Unless someone else sets on fire, Clam Snooters might be the marble going out. The one who isn't going out is Olive. He's just so far in front. I don't know what he had for breakfast today before he joined these marbles races, but he's absolutely dominating them. At the rear, it is going to be Clam Snooters, as you can see. He's no way close enough to the group in front to make it back, I don't think. He has got good pace, which is going to be a shame for him. He was solid all the way through this. Olive, though, under a little bit of pressure from Aaron there in the final sector, but it's not enough. It's too little too late. Olive, the hat-trick of wins so far. We've only done about 4 races now, and he's won 3 of them. Clam, who did have a really good pace. Look how much he closed up there on Heavy Dude at the end. But it's too little too late. The fires cost you there, Clam, unfortunately. Unlucky, sir. You're going out. There's your race results. Olive, fucking hell, ×3 boosters. There are other members in this, you know, that would like to win some boosters. Clam Snooters knocked out. There we go. We're going to go back to main menu, and we're going to get rid of Clam. There he goes. We're down to 12 marbles now. Pick us a track against someone, one that we don't do. What don't we do?
Emerald Downs?
Go on, we'll do that. That was a good race last time, to be fair. That was where you won, if you remember. You remember you were like nearly half a track in front and they started to close you down towards the end, but you still managed to bring it home. We'll do 5. 5's enough around here. 5 laps, good luck everyone. Same again. Winner takes a +2. Last place finisher gets knocked out. You just want to finish in the mid-place positions. Make sure you get through safely. So we tend to see on this track, 1 marble or maybe 2 marbles tend to disappear and go quite far in the lead. So we'll have to see if it happens again. You don't often get that much close racing on this one. A lot of field spread. So here we go. Who's going to get knocked out this time? Like I say, we're very close now to where everyone is going to be... well, we lose 2 more marbles and then we basically concede the top 10 all the time then. Aaron in the lead. You see with the pace there, he's starting to pull away. Will he be the marble that disappears? It's going to be a very quick race, this one. It will be under 3 minutes with how fast this track actually is. At the back there, it's currently Icarium, who's on the inside of Scythe, though, demotes him to last position, just about. I think that's true. Yeah, it is Scythe there, but they're so close, it's hard to tell. But look at the lead Aaron's got. This is what I mean. There's always something like this happens on this track. Don't know why. Maybe it's just the way the track is. But Darjo and Tifa there, Pastor on the outside, who's not quick in any of the races so far, moves into 4th position with some amazing pace there. But he's unfortunately going to get caught now behind Darjo. Couldn't quite use his pace there. Aaron, though, has not made the leap I thought he would on that lap. He's slowed down a little bit, allowing Richard Coates to catch him up a little bit there. At the back, it's Noir, Scythe, just in front of him. Wham, also there. Pastor, who I just said was doing really well, struggling now for some reason. Don't know what happened there. He's just dropped back 4 places. Aaron, though, extending his lead from Richard Coates. Darjo trying to make a move there on the outside. Does so successfully. Moves himself into 2nd position. But then Richard fights back. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Already the penultimate lap is about to start, so you've got to get yourselves into the positions now. At the rear of the field, it's Noir and Scythe. There's no one behind. So you guys have got to start muscling your way through. Let's find out what's going off. Aaron's, wow, that leads very impressive. See what I mean? This track, it always does it. One marble always seems to disappear. So Aaron trying to get his name on the board for one of the boosters. It's about time someone other than Olive won one tonight. Noir, though, not looking good at the rear at the moment, but it can change very quick on this track. I think there must be some sort of weird acceleration things off these corners or something that promotes such fast marbles. Because look at Aaron's. He was so close the last time round. Now he's like half the track in front. Scythe, Tifa. Scythe moves through actually into the top 10 there. He had a really good run down that back straight. Can Noir do anything? The final lap begins. It looks like Aaron's... Well, I say that. I said Aaron's got this. But he's had a slow final corner, which has allowed Heavy Dude to close up a lot. So there still could be a battle for the win here. At the rear, though, it's not a battle at the moment. Unless someone has a misfortune in front, I don't see how Noir can close that. But there's a big pack in front. It only takes a few collisions. Aaron's still got this one at the moment. Very reminiscent of the Taz win a few weeks ago on this track, where he was struggling towards the rear at the end of the race. Tifa gets a symbol, but it's not the fire symbol. It's not. It's okay at the moment. Aaron coming across the line. He's close. Heavy Dude has closed it down, but it's too little too late. Aaron's going to take the booster in this one. Let's have a look at the rear of the field. Noir is catching Wham. Tifa sets on fire in the final corner. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Another race decided. That's 4 marbles races tonight decided by these fires. And 3 of them have been in the final corner. Unlucky there, Tifa. Noir, look, for all intents and purposes, he was going out in that one. But it turns out it's Tifa instead. There we go. Aaron wins one. Win. And Tifa, we have to say goodbye. I lied. I said it were under 3 minutes. It's not. It's 3 minutes, 11 seconds. Shoot me. Oh, hello to the new joiners, but I didn't realise that many people were on Discord, to be fair. I thought there was still just a few of us. Right, so Tifa, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to yourself. We're down to 11 now. Pick us the track again, someone. Do you know, actually, have we ever done that one? Have we ever done the track? I don't think we have we? I don't think we've ever run that race. Let's try it. We'll try and do them all, sod it. Let's just try and go through them all, see what happens. We probably have done this one. Yeah, I think we have, actually. But anyway, we'll see. Right, we'll do... Is it a bit shorter than that other one? We'll do 6 on this one, because it's a little bit shorter track. 6 laps. Good luck, everyone. Same again. Winner gets a +2. Last place gets knocked out. So some of you haven't even been mentioned hardly so far. Like Icarium, like I said, he's very quietly keeping his nose dry at the moment. A few of you in that mid-pack doing the same sort of thing. Not really running up front, not trying to get noticed, but always safely through. So I don't remember if this race gives us any good racing or not. Olive, oh, for fuck's sake, is in the lead again.
I thought that we all tried to move Olive to the back.
Yeah. I think everyone needs to start working together, because at this rate, Olive's got this in the bag. I may as well just contract him the first place prize now, plus all the boosters. Richard, though, is having none of it. He says, "Do you know what? You can bollocks to that, Olive. I'm in the lead now. I want a piece of this." Richard gets in that, and I guarantee if Richard does win this, he'll donate it to someone else. So if you finish behind Richard in this, you're probably going to win a prize, because he will never accept anything when it comes to donations. He takes the lead, though. Olive falling backwards now. At the back, it's Wham currently. So Wham, still plenty of time yet, though. Although saying that, lap 3 is just beginning. Noir, who should have been out in the last race almost, but Tifa set on fire in the last corner. Will we get a race decided once again by fires? Let's see. Wham closing on Noir. I know we're focusing more on the rear in this because that's the important position. Don't forget from that, after this race, we'll always be able to see the top 10. We're down to the 10 marbles left then. And the lead, though, look at this for the lead battle. We need to watch this a little bit more. Kelsey's right there. Richard, who's that there? That's Aaron right there. Darjo as well. Heavy Dude and Olive. Top 6, very close right now up front. This is a great race up front. No runaway winners. Kelsey takes the lead. Should have won a race earlier, but curse of the commentary ruined that for him. At the rear, Wham is trying to challenge Noir to try and get out that final place dropout zone at the moment. We'll keep an eye on that. Needs to get on with it. Noir and Wham becoming detached from the field as well. So it is going to be a private battle between those two currently to see who gets through. Leader is back to Richard again. Kelsey, though, challenging on the outside with some good momentum there. Will come to turn 1 with a chance inside or outside to pass Richard. Will he be able to get the move complete? No, he's going to sit in behind him for now. Gives him a little bit of a boost. Penultimate lap begins. Darjo's third. Heavy Dude, Aaron, Olive. We've got Ikarim and Scythe currently through. Pasta looking okay at the moment. Noir has pulled away from Wham. Wham struggling at the rear. Only a lap and a half to go for Wham to try and get towards Noir, to try and impact this race somewhat. Kelsey's taken the lead, though, from Richard. I'm not going to say anything about Kelsey being in the lead. It is the final lap. Has he secured the victory now? Darjo with some excellent pace there on the outside. Takes second position. He's trying to get after Kelsey to try and get that +2 booster. We've got Richard Coates in third. Let's see what's happening at the rear. Wham has closed the gap to Noir, so we're going to have to really keep it. Pasta's set on fire. It's happened again. The last lap, he's going to decide it again. Pasta, unless he can get going now, is going to fall to the rear of the field. We'll keep an eye on the leaders because it's going to be close, but I think Pasta is going to be dropped out there. Kelsey comes across the line. Darjo was trying to hunt him down for the win. Didn't quite make it there at the end. Unless anyone sets on fire now, though, Pasta is going out in this round because the gap in front is far too big for him to catch with so little time left. Unless Noir has a problem, unless Wham has a problem, which they don't. Pasta, unlucky there, dude. Fire in that race has cost you big time. You are going home, sir. So, Pasta knocked out. And Kelsey does take a win, so it's happened. Kelsey's taken a booster. So hopefully all of you can get a win before you get knocked out. That'd be nice to see. We need to get rid of Pasta, unfortunately. We are down to the final 10. Let's have a look. What track haven't we in? I don't want to do Awesome Airflow because it's shite, because you can't keep up with it. Let's do... We haven't done the Sabre so far. Let's do the Sabre. It's always a decent one. I was going to do some community tracks as well, but it's just too random with the stuff. Like, at least with these you get a proper race. We'll do 6 laps again. Good luck, everyone. So the final 10, you can always see on your right-hand side now who is going to be knocked out. And from after this, obviously, we've got 9, 8, 7 until we get to the final 3, who will have the grand race at the end for the top 3 prizes, which will probably be influenced by Flames as well, no doubt. I'll give you a guess who's in the lead early on. There we go. So Wham or Noir, probably Wham, who should have been probably knocked out in that last round if it wasn't for Pasta setting on fire, get another chance now. They get another chance in the final 10. Olive in the lead. It's currently Wham at the rear, but I promise it'll change. Let me just see. Make sure how long this is recording and going so far. We've already been going 40 minutes. That's crazy. I can't believe we've already been going 40 minutes when we've done 6 races. These races just eat up time. It's crazy. If you have already been knocked out, same again. Just a big thank you to the guys that have donated. If you've been knocked out and you haven't won anything, unlucky. Unfortunately, that's how it has to be sometimes, but it doesn't devalue your donation in any way. It's not based on how much anyone donated or anything like that. It's just a principle behind it. That's why we're doing this race tonight. So thank you once again to everyone. And if you didn't donate and you still want to donate, it's not too late. Unfortunately, you just won't be able to take part in this race. But I think we've got the peak of donations now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you donated 1 million or 1 billion. If it took all of us.
Exactly. You're all in this together. That's the thing. It doesn't matter. That's why I've never released the amounts or anything. You know, I haven't put out like how much someone donated compared to someone else or anything like that. It's obviously each individual who donated what they donated has got a personal thank you and so on. You know, like it's pretty incredible. But yeah, there's been no release of how much someone donated or anything like that. It doesn't matter. Like Kelsey said, everyone's in it together. Everyone's put towards them structures in Nisha, and hopefully everyone's enjoying being down there. The moon mining stuff's incredible. What we've got set up down there now. Hopefully making a lot of you quite rich now. So, and if any of you are industry folks, you should be benefiting from the Asbel and stuff. So, yeah, it's a good little area we've got set up down there now, and it's all thanks to you guys who are in these races. And obviously the other guys. Well, I mean, I know the people that can't donate and stuff, or didn't donate and may have wanted to, they didn't have the money or whatever. Or if you just didn't want to donate, it doesn't matter. It's not that you're not part of the co-op or you haven't helped as well, because there are some people that live down there who didn't donate, and that's fine. You guys give in other ways, like just by being active in the co-op, turning up to the events, the moon mining stuff, donating the fucking industry stuff that we do, getting involved in the industry. Just because you didn't donate and you're not in this race, it don't mean that you're not thought of in the co-op or anything. So don't be thinking that. Some people just didn't want to donate or didn't have the funds to donate, and that's absolutely fine. There was no obligation to do it, so don't feel bad. Anyway, Richard Coates in the lead. Lap 4 begins. Olive right there in second. At the rear, it's currently Scythe. As you can see, top 10. Scythe is currently the bottom person. Plenty of time for that to change. He's close enough to the pack in front where he can still make an impact on this race. I'm just checking some. I was offline for 4 days. What happened with Industrial Project? They all gone. Yes, they all got finished at Dajo. What's going to happen is probably tonight or tomorrow. I've got a lot of feedback on them now, so I've let them all run down basically, and they've all completed. And there's been about 3 or 4 suggestions from various people, which have been really good. And they're going to change just a little bit for the next one. Not in the process or anything, or not too much in the process. But they're going to be a little bit easier to do and take part in and things like that. And a little bit easier for me to work out afterwards who's made what and stuff. So, yeah, just keep an eye on that. They'll be back up again this week, though, at some point, them projects. And we'll crack on. You guys have all made, in the last 2 weeks, about 250 million ISK worth of stuff together to go and sell. Which doesn't sound a lot, really. But considering you've only been making really small things and stuff, it's actually quite a lot of stuff. So that's 250 mil that I couldn't have made because I don't have any character slots left, you know what I mean, or industry slots. So, yeah, big thank you to everyone that's got involved in our co-op industry, and thanks for the feedback. This race is pretty close, but not up front. Richard Coates has dominated this one so far. He's miles in front. Unless something befalls him, and I won't say what, he might take the win here. At the rear, it's currently Scythe still. I'm just going to sneeze. Hechu there we go. Richard in the lead. Pretty static race up front. He's just pulled away and just done his own thing, really. Like I say, unless something befalls him, he's going to take the race win and the booster here and get himself safely through. Scythe at the rear now has attached himself to Kelsey almost, and he's actually going to go around the outside here at this point. He's going to try. He does try. It doesn't quite make it complete, but Kelsey's dropped right off the boil here as we come into the final lap. This is not good timing for the Kelsey's pace to drop off. Scythe looked like he was going out all the way through that. It was nowhere near the pack, but Kelsey's had a miserable lap and a half. Can he fight back? He's trying up the inside now of Scythe, but it doesn't matter because look what's happened. Noir Widow on the final lap again. Kelsey hits him. Noir Widow is set on fire. Is he still close enough? I don't think he is. If someone's set on fire now towards the rear of the field, he might still be able to get through. He might still. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. But if no one else sets on fire, Noir Widow's going out. Looked like he was going out in the last race. Didn't happen.
Someone get a match near Wham.
Is he flammable? Richard Coates in the lead. Olive's trying to chase him down for another booster, but Richard's like, I'm having one. You've had 3 already, Olive. Sit back. Sit down, son. Sit down. Richard comes through the final corner. I don't think Olive's going to challenge him, is he? No, he's not. Olive's dropped off the pace there as well. Look at the pace behind them of Heavy Dew, but it's too little too late. Richard takes the win there, takes a booster. At the rear, Scythe and Kelsey are going to get through. There we go. It's going to be Noir that gets knocked out. Unfortunate there, Noir. The fire once again determines the result. Very interesting. Right, let me get these written down. Richard, win, and it's Noir knocked out. Back to the main menu. Let's get rid of Noir. We're down to the last 9 now. We're getting there. We're getting there. Laps. I didn't realise this had gone for so long, to be fair. We've done the boomerang. We've done that. Let's do a lap slam one. We haven't done a lap slam tonight so far. 9 left. Only a few more to go now before we get to the final top 3 shootout. Same again. Let's go. Good luck, everyone. Straight in there. Let's get straight on. We have done 6 laps, but it should be enough for this one. Maybe I should have done a little bit shorter. Some of these races, they've gone on for a bit longer than I expected. Time just flies by though when I'm doing these. I do these and I can't believe, like, if I look at the timer now, it's like 44 minutes. Like, how? How is that 40 minutes? I don't understand. Although we have done 7 races, so yeah. But when you see the timer and they're like 4 minutes for like the full race, like how is that added up to 44? 6 times 4 doesn't equate to 44. So maybe I'm just yapping too much in between. Kelsey in the lead to start us off with. He's already had a booster so far tonight. He nearly had 2, to be fair, if it weren't for my commentary. Starts lap 2 in the lead, looking to pull away and dominate this race. Can he do so? At the rear, Ikariam and Olive, a surprise Olive at the rear. The first time I've seen Olive towards the rear of the field tonight so far. Normally he's been in a position to win boosters. Now you've got to avoid the trees on this one. As you can see, the trees there on that back section. I think there's 3 of them down that back bit. Yes, there is. And they can cause problems. There's also some on this section here, just 2. But they're in... I don't know, you don't see many people hit these, really. Never seem to cause problems. Wham did clank it a little bit then, but it doesn't cause any problems. It's these bits here with these rocks that seem to cause more issues. I've seen people get stuck on them before and stuff like that. Scythe has taken the lead, though. Aaron right there, Kelsey going with them as well. The top 3 breaking away from 4th, who is Richard Coates, our last race winner. Scythe trying to pull away. Will he get through all the trees in front? Let's have a look. See what happens here. He's got a good line there. He's going to go to the right of this one, and he should now go back to the left. Yes, he does. There we go. Aaron looking close to the tree, just misses it. Anyone going to hit the trees in the background? Because they could be crucial in this race. No one's hit the trees, but Ikariam has lost a lot of time on that last lap there. We're already on lap 3, already half race distance. Kelsey had retaken the lead, but has had a very slow moment there. Looks like he might have hit one of the trees there that I said never get hit. Scythe in the lead. Looked good so far in this race. Scythe going for his first booster win. Ikariam has rejoined the rear of the field. Olive looks like he's struggling. Heavy Dude also a little bit slow there, but has regained some momentum. As we start lap 4, Scythe, a good corner or so in front now. Richard trying to go after him. Can Scythe find his way through these trees again? Let's see. And a good line again. Now he should have reappeared to the left. No, he doesn't. He sticks to the right, actually. Just misses the tree on the inside. Very dangerous line, that. Will anyone hit the trees? No, they all get through again. Let's check this section as well. Will anyone hit the trees here? Scythe pulling away, still in the lead. Anyone going to hit the trees? Let's have a look. It could change the outcome of the race, although more than likely it will be a fire again, as we've seen so far. Ikariam at the rear, you've still got chances though in front. You've still got chances. It's not that big of a gap. It looks it, but it's not. There you go. You've already closed it up. Look, as soon as I say it, you're right there again, right on the back of Olive. So there's always a chance. Lap 5, penultimate lap. Scythe still in the lead. He's dominated this race so far, controlled it up front. At a steady, consistent pace. Darjo's trying to go after him now. He's trying to get his first booster of the night as well. Scythe there, Wham right there, Kelsey, Heavy Dude, Aaron, Richard, Olive, Ikariam. They're all so close. The top 9. Oh, and Ikariam, as I say it, as he just closes up at the rear of the field, hits the tree. That's taken a lot of his momentum away at a really bad time. Looks like Scythe's maybe had some contact with a tree as well, because he was leading by some distance, and Darjo's now taking the lead. And you can see there, Scythe in the mid-pack is struggling. He's basically convoluted the entire pack with his pace there through that 3rd sector. He's slowed everyone down behind him, which is going to close it back up. He's regained his momentum, though. He's still there in the battle for the lead, because Darjo hasn't pulled away by that much. The last lap begins. Now, these trees are going to be crucial. Olive, though, and Ikariam. Olive and Ikariam have set on fire. Where the hell is Ikariam? Ikariam's so far back, though, that I don't think it's going to make a difference. He was already on fire. Olive, you might be okay still here, because I think Ikariam being so far away and set on fire is going to save you. Darjo is in the lead. Is Darjo going to take his first win tonight and take the first booster win? Aaron's trying to go after him. Oh, it's going to be close, this one, actually. Darjo's not very quick at this moment. Kelsey's coming in the background as well, but hits the rock, loses a bit of momentum there. Darjo and Aaron very close up front for the win this one's going to be. We're going to keep an eye on this at the last few corners. Darjo comes across. He's just going to take it. He takes his first win tonight, the first booster. Olive and Ikariam at the rear. Olive, I thought, was going out with the fire. It's not happened because Ikariam has had a nightmare race, to be honest. I mentioned earlier on he was just steadily getting through the races, but not in this one. This has been a disaster for Ikariam. He's going to be our next loss. Here he comes. Unlucky there, Ikariam. Well done, Darjo. Darjo takes... Yeah, you get a +2 booster, dude. Well done. Where's your name on my list, Darjo? There it is. You've got a win. That's nice. It's been a nice spread of wins, apart from Olive, so it's been okay. And knocked out is Ikariam Unfortunately, didn't take any booster wins either, just like John and just like Clam. Noir also didn't take any. That is unfortunate. Right. We need to get rid of some other people now. We need to get rid of Icarian. We're down to the last 8. It's getting there. Laps track, we haven't done MSLA Raceway. Let's do that one. We haven't done that one so far. The last 8, let's go.
So we all turn around and push Olive and then run.
That's fine, yeah. Push him the wrong way or something, whatever you want to do. God, I don't remember ever doing this track, to be honest. Did we ever do this track? This looks different. Maybe we have. Right, we'll do 6 again. Let's go. Good luck, everyone. Getting towards the end now. Only 8 of you left. Like I say, there will be. So there's only 5 more races now before we get the basically the top 3 shootout. So now you really want to start finishing, in the top few positions, making sure you are getting through. You don't want to be at the rear. It's a pretty cool track, this, actually. Looks pretty nice. They all look pretty, to be fair, but this one looks nice, especially nice. The Goodyear blimp above us. In the lead, Richard Coates, Olive, Scythe there, all side by side. Yeah, I think we have done this track before. I seem to remember it a little bit. Pretty cool. Kelsey struggling at the rear at the moment, but still plenty of time to get involved. There are 6 laps, like I say. Plenty of time left in this one. Just have a look at the scenery as well as we go around. It's actually really nice. That log cabin back there looks pretty nice. Let's go have a look. See if there's any shenanigans going off. Nope, they're behaving themselves. It's an official track, you see, and they won't get that sort of stuff on this track. Final corner is banked as well, so that's going to create some opportunities when you come off it to get some momentum. Let's see if that happens on this lap. So if you take certain lines, you'll get some nice momentum there, as proven by Richard Coates, who takes a better line off the exit, and that's what we might see at the end. You might think you're in the lead, or you might be in the lead, and that could happen. Kelsey's fought his way through 3 marbles since he was in last position, so at the moment, Olive is at the rear. Still plenty of time to go, though. I'm just going to minimise this. Let me just check something. There we go. I'm presuming the people that have left Discord are the ones that have been knocked out so far. So yeah, hopefully there's still some of you left in this. Why ain't the camera working properly now? What the hell is going on? Anyway, let's carry on. Richard Coates in the lead. Scythe there. The camera's doing like weird things now. I can't control it unless I left click fully. That's weird. Why can't I take control? Oh well. Anyway, Richard Coates in the lead. Darjo takes 2nd position. It's close behind at the rear between Aaron, Kelsey and Olive. Olive, who looked dominant early on, his last couple of races, lost a little bit of pace. Richard Coates pulling away though in the lead. He took the lead here last time round. He's now pulled away. Lap 3 is about to begin. It's actually a longer track than I thought this one. 2.5 minutes for 3 laps, for 2 laps even. It's going to be about a 6-minute race then at this rate. 6 to 7 minutes. Scythe trying to go after Richard, doing a good job actually, closing the gap quite a lot there through sector 1. Wham there in 3rd. Again, you want to be in that top few. You want to make sure you're safely through. Problem is in this, because the field's so close, any fire in this one, and if it's just you that sets on fire, any of you, you're going to probably end up going home unless there's multiple fires. So you want to pray that you don't get a fire, because they've decided so many races tonight so far. Kelsey's still at the rear. He's not looked good in this one so far at the back, but he's still attached to the pack. It's not all over yet. And like I say, with the threat of fires still looming, you never know. You never know. Very smooth surface track, this one. Very smooth surface track. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's have a quick look. Richard Coates coming around. There he goes. We've got Scythe, we've got Darjo, we've got Wham, Olive, Heavy Dude on a different line. Kelsey trying to mix it with Aaron there and does so. Kelsey takes himself out of that final position dropout zone. Richard across the line so far looking very good. Lap 4 begins. Richard's got a very strong pace in this one. Kelsey at the rear, currently knockout. Plenty of time for that to change. We've got Aaron there just in front, and you can see Kelsey could make up 4 or 5 positions in one lap. He's so close still to the field in front. So it's not all over yet. Scythe, Wham and Darjo all looking strong there as well. Olive's fought his way through from the final positions. He's now mixing it with the 4th and 5th place marbles, looking to secure his place. But Richard up front, just disappearing. They can't even see him now. He's not even in the same corner as them. So yeah, Richard making his way nicely towards a win. Has he already had a booster win tonight? Let's have a look. Can't remember if he has. Yeah, he's already had a win tonight, so he's already had one booster. He's going for a secondary one now. And he's going the right way about it, because the penultimate lap is about to start, and Richard's got a long, long way in front now. Kelsey has closed up to the rear of the field again. Aaron's still there. Heavy Dude, who looked stronger earlier on, is now struggling towards the rear. Kelsey moves through on Aaron. Will also get a run on Heavy Dude as he switches to the outside to try and get the better momentum off this final corner. Will it pay off for Kelsey there? Let's see. Will he get a better run off the corner? Yeah, he was slowing fast out, as was Aaron, though. And they both demote Heavy Dude, who was 3 from the bottom. He's now bottom. That's how fast it can change. Richard Coates absolutely miles in front. As long as nothing happens to him in this one, he should, in theory, take this win. In fact, I'm pretty sure if he set on fire now, he would still get going again before Aaron caught him up. So I think Richard's safely through no matter what in this one, because of the lead he's established. The main battle is going to be, obviously we've got one more lap to go after this one, it's going to be the final positions, because Kelsey now has left the bottom 2 alone. He's decided to get on with it now, get after Olive, leave Heavy Dude and Aaron to have their own battle for final positions. Aaron's desperately trying to claw back some time on Heavy Dude there. So not good for him at the moment. Richard Coates, the gap has come down a little bit to the lead, actually quite substantially from the last lap. The gap's come down, but it's still way too big, I think, for Darjo, Scythe, or Wham to get involved. It is only the +2 booster for the win. You don't really need to worry about that. The main one is you're getting through to the next round. Aaron there at the back, struggling now to keep up with Heavy Dude. Looks like Heavy Dude's decided to bolt with Kelsey. They're going after the mid-pack to try and make sure they get through. Richard Coates starts the final lap. His pace is dropping, definitely. Darjo and Scythe are catching him for sure for the win. But I think they're just too far behind at this point to make any impact on it. Darjo, that gets a really nice run now after T1 though. Closes the gap further. Darjo's got some real good pace right now. He's just won the last race. Olive gets a symbol you don't want to see at this point. Olive needs to be careful now. Very careful. Because he could still go out in this one if he gets the fire. Richard Coates coming under some pressure from Darjo there for second position, for the +2 marble. Aaron at the back, though, is praying now that one of these people in front sets on fire, because if it doesn't happen, he's going out. So at the moment, Aaron, you're going out unless there's a fire in front. Kelsey, Heavy Dude, and Wham in front. Olive with a symbol again. You're going to have to be careful, Olive. You're going to have to be very careful here. Oh, and it's happened! Olive sets on fire. I can't believe it. Now, can he get going again before Aaron catches him? He's still got some time. Oh, he sets off now. It's still, I don't know, it's going to be close. In the lead, though, Richard has controlled this race beautifully from start to finish. He took the lead on lap 2 from Kelsey. He's disappeared. He's going to take the win. He gets another booster. Well done, Richard. We're going to keep an eye on the final few corners, though, because Olive could still... Yeah, Kelsey sets on fire out the final corner. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Right there on the final corner. It doesn't matter, Olive. You are going through because Kelsey has donated his position. It's outrageous. I can't... Thoughts, Kelsey?
Rigged.
He's too angry to speak. I can't believe that. That's disgusting.
Wow.
Kelsey gets knocked out, which leaves Richard Coates with another win there. Win ×2. Let's go back to the main menu. Unbelievable scenes there in the final corner. Can you believe it? You've done all that hard work in middle there, Kelsey, only to get knocked out. Down to the final 7 laps. We're going to do... Which one have we done so far? We will do...
The bracket?
Bracket. Where's that? We haven't done the bracket, have we? Have we done the bracket? No, we haven't done that one tonight, have we, so far? Final 7, let's go. Good luck, everyone. Only a few more to go now. Right, the 5 on this one because it's a little bit longer, this track. 5 laps. I thought that last one was a really short one, but it's actually really long. 5 laps to sort it out, folks. Very few marbles left now. 7 of you left. So we're well over half distance now in the event. Bottom 3, the last 3, sorry, remember the last 3 remaining will fight it out. So it's going to be really interesting in that last race, that when the last 4 battle it out for that final podium slot. Because the top 3 will go into the grand race at the end, where you'll battle for the prizes between you. Hopefully it's a good race. Had some good races tonight, but every race has been decided by a fire so far. We've had no close finishes on the line. It's all been fires. So yeah, we'll see. Aaron in the lead. It's a very fast track, this one actually. I forgot how quick this one actually is. So we might get this one done in 5 minutes or so because the lap time is approximately about a minute. In the lead, Aaron. Right there. Olive up there as well in third place. Olive will be breathing a sigh of relief. Should have probably gone out in that last round, to be honest. If it weren't for Kelsey setting on fire in the final corner. So, Olive, make sure you say a big thank you to Kelsey for getting you through to this next round.
Why you gotta be bringing up old news?
Old news. I'll keep it quiet then. I'll keep it quiet. Kelsey didn't take part in this event tonight. He was magnanimous and said, "Do you know what? I donated my ISK. I don't need anything for the donation. I don't want to win anything for the donation." So Kelsey never took part in this event tonight. So he hasn't been knocked out in any of the rounds. Is that better, Kelsey? He didn't set on fire on the final corner.
and I did not lose the wham.
No, he didn't. He never lost to Wham. We're even in the same race as Wham. Didn't want to be in the same race as Wham. Scythe in the lead. It's a very close race up front, this one. Hopefully we get this sort of race to the end. Because so far, everyone's very compact. Darjo's been at the rear for both laps, but he's still right there. I mean, it's not even worth... The gap's so small, and as I say that, he's going to get a good run now on Olive off his final corner. Tries to get by, but Olive locks him in position there, but he's still got good momentum on the outside, and he's in the slipstream of Richard in front. Darjo there going down the outside will get himself out of the final position, possibly into turn one. Does he manage it? Yes, he does, I believe. Although the standings haven't updated. I'm sure he's in front of last position. He is. It's Lion. Olive moves to the rear. This is a very close race up front now. Richard's in the lead once again. He's already won 2 of the boosters tonight. Olive's already won 3, so yeah, we might get 2 hat-trick winners. Aaron takes the lead though. Scythe in second, Wham in third. Again, just trying to secure your places. You want to be in that top 2 or 3. Just make sure you're further away from that rear. I mean, in this race especially, we are close to Pax stayed in this one. If there is a fire in this, it's going to be absolutely disastrous for whoever sets on fire, and it can happen at any time. Even now, Aaron's thinking, I'm in a good place here. I've got some good pace in the lead. You know, I'm safe. I'm getting through. It just takes one fire. Same with Scythe, Wham, any of these guys. As we saw in the last round, Kelsey, we got to the final corner in the race he didn't take part in, and he set on fire and didn't get through in the last corner. It's just crazy how far you can go and how fast how it looks like you're getting through, and it all just changes. Aaron in the lead, lap 4, already on the penultimate lap. Very quick race, this one. How are we going to get any changes as we go towards the end? Olive trying to fight his way past Heavy Dude, does so just about, but Heavy Dude's got the inside line. Will probably recover the position, but Olive switches back at the last second. Very nice move there. Very nice footwork there from Olive. Demotes Heavy Dude to last position. Heavy Dude a little bit shocked from that, I think, because he's dropped a few feet there in position. Maybe he's a little bit shocked. But he's like, what the hell was that? That was a very good move from Olive there. Not seen anything like that for a while. Aaron in the lead, pulling away from Richard in second. It's going to be very close to whoever gets through here. This could be decided on the line. If we don't get any fires, this could be decided on the line. Because watch this final corner here. These back 4 are going to go in that position. I guarantee they will not come out in that order. Let's see. And of course, as I said that, they do. But you can see how close it is across the line. We're going to get some side-by-side action. We start the final lap. Oh, Richard gets a symbol you don't want to see on the final lap. Look what happened to Olive on the last lap when he got that symbol. And he gets it again. You got to be careful, Richard. Wham's got it as well. The last lap. It could all change now. What's going to happen? Wham and Aaron both with symbols. Sorry, Richard and Wham both with symbols that you do not want to see. Wham's it. Oh, he's got it again. It could change now. It's so close at the rear. It's Olive still. But Olive, if someone sets on fire, he could still get through. It's Aaron and Richard battling for the win for the +2 booster. The symbol of death has shown its head a few times now. We're coming into the last 2 corners after this. Richard's got it though. He's set on fire. That's going to take him out possibly, unless someone else in front sets on fire before the end. Wham did have the symbols as well, so it could still happen, but it could happen to anyone. Aaron, because of Richard setting on fire, has got this race to himself. We're going to watch the final few come home. Unless there's any fires, it's going to be poor old Richard there, who does set on fire there. Oh, unlucky there, Richard. Very fast race, that one. Great race up front. Richard's going to come home. He's knocked out, unfortunately. We're down to the final 6. Once again, Olive gets through because someone else in front of him set on fire. Aaron takes another booster. That's ×2 for Aaron on the boosters. And knocked out is Richard. Let me just knock this down. There we go. Back to the main menu. Very few of you left now. Richard out. We're down to the final 6. Our laps track we haven't done. We haven't done paperclip so far. Let's do paperclip. It's always a fun one. The final few. The final 6. We'll make this 6 laps because it's a little bit of a long, not 65. Fucking hell. Right, good luck everyone. The final 6. It's now or never. Got to make sure you're in them first few positions now. It's anyone's guess so far. Ollie's probably been the strongest marble so far of all these in terms of wins. But in the last 2 races, he has scraped through. He hasn't been like dominating the races. Aaron showed good form in the last race, led most of it. Wham, to be fair to him, has been very consistent all the way through this. Always in the first 5 positions. He's never been towards the rear. So Wham could be a dark horse, as well as Scythe. Scythe is another one, just like Wham, as he takes the lead now. Kept his powder dry, and he's just been consistently doing the laps, making sure he gets through. Nothing stupid, just being sensible. Darjo also has had a race win, don't forget, but he's been right there as well. He's right in there with a chance still. Aaron at the rear struggling at the moment. Looked so strong in the last race. Would be a shock to see him go out due to lack of pace, but at the moment, not looking great for Aaron. He is almost half the straight behind already. But as we saw in the last race, and pretty much every race before that, the fires really do make a big difference. Wham takes the lead from Heavy Dude. Wham trying to show his nose now. He's getting towards the end. Wham's like, I want a few of these boosters, and I want to put myself in contention for that top 3 shootout, which is coming up shortly. We've got Heavy Dude, Scythe, Darjo, Olive, Aaron, who's managed to regain a lot of time on that lap, actually. Aaron was pretty much the half the pit straight behind this time last time round, and yeah, he's closed up massively. He's going to challenge Darjo off this corner for sure, because he took a really good line there, Aaron. He's got good pace down the back straight. Darjo, who was looking strong early on this one, falling backwards a little bit towards the ring. You don't want to be there. Wham in the lead, about to start the penultimate lap, but look behind. Scythe's got a really good run off the final corner. Going to take across the line. Would take the lead across the line there because he's got the real superior pace. Darjo's fallen towards the rear with a bad turn of pace. Aaron, though, sets on fire right there with the penultimate lap. Now, it's not over just yet still, though. It's not over just yet. That's going to get Darjo through at the moment. Aaron sets off again. That gap could still be caught. That gap, we've seen bigger gaps than that close down in the last lap, especially if there's fires. Scythe takes the lead. Wham's fallen to second. Olive moves through into into second, takes Wham down to third. Heavy Dude and Darjo. Darjo's recovered really well, actually, in that lap. I don't think that gap's possible anymore. Unless someone sets on fire in front, I don't think anyone's going to catch... I don't think anything's going to change at the rear with Aaron going out. Scythe's going to take the win, though. He had some really strong pace in the last few laps there. Takes the win. He's going to take a booster. Well done, Scythe. Aaron with good pace at the end, coming back at the group in front. Well, unfortunately, the fire has taken him out of it there. Unlucky Aaron. Once again, a race decided by a fire. We've had no side-by-side finishes across the line. It's literally been fires that have been causing the problems. Scythe takes a win. And Aaron, unfortunately... You have won 2 boosters, to be fair, so you have done all right, Aaron. It's not been a disaster. Right, the final 5. We're getting there really quickly now. The final 5. Aaron, goodbye. 5 left. We haven't done Delta as well. Let's do Delta. So if your name's still in, it's getting tight now. You've got to be on your toes now. We'll do 6 laps on this one. It's a fairly quick track, the Delta. Let's go. Good luck, everyone. Olive, Darjo, Heavy Dude, Wham, and Scythe, your final 5. And then the next race is going to be probably the most important of them all, really, apart from obviously the final 3 shootout. But the next race, because we're going to have one position that gets knocked out of the 4, it's going to be really, really interesting to see who gets through that race. A little bit early in this race to make any comments on the positions just yet. Olive in the lead, though, had a struggle these last.
I'll make a comment. Wham needs to be in the back.
Wham needs to be in the back. There we go. You heard it first. If Wham gets knocked out in this one, it's Kelsey's fault. There's no salt, though, because Kelsey didn't take part in this, so he's not salty at all that he's not in this, because he decided, like I said, he said that he didn't want to take part. He says, do you know what, just take the money. I appreciate the structures. I don't want to take part in these races. So, yeah. That's gratitude there. I mean, that's. I mean, what can you say? What can you say? Just watch the replay back by half an hour, and you'll realise that I'm talking complete rubbish, and that he did set on fire in one of the last corners. Scythe at the rear at the moment. Lap 3 begins. We're already halfway through. Scythe not looking good at the rear at the moment. You've got some work to do, sir, if you want to get involved in the next few races. Darjo round the outside takes the lead. Darjo
Round the outside, round the outside.
round the outside. Darjo, lap 4 begins, takes the lead. Looking for a boost to win. Has he had one so far? Yeah, he has, because he put yeah. So Darjo looking to try and win another booster. Can Scythe find any pace to get involved in this race? He's got 2.5 laps to do something about that gap to Wham in front. Darjo pulling away in the lead. We've got Heavy Dude, Olive, and Wham at your top 4. Scythe is starting to close now on the rear of the field. He's made some good progress on this lap. Can he continue to do so on the penultimate lap, which is Darjo has just started? Heavy Dude trying to go after Darjo. Then we've got a battle for 3rd and 4th with Scythe trying to regain some ground. Olive gets a symbol you do not want to see. Andy gets it again. Now, we've seen people get 2 or 3 of them before without setting on fire. Andy gets the 3rd. Olive, are you going to set on fire? Let's see. Oh, it's going to be cruel if it does now. It would almost certainly take you out of this. Darjo's been caught by Heavy Dude as we start the final lap. Heavy Dude takes the lead. Darjo 2nd. Olive 3rd, but with question marks surrounding him as to the reliability of that marble. Wham is in 4th, looking safe at the moment. Scythe has got nothing to give in this. He's at the rear of the field. Unless someone sets on fire, Scythe will be going out in this race. We've got 2 corners to go. We've got 1 corner to go. Heavy Dude's in the lead. He's looking like he's going to secure his first win tonight. Olive, Wham, Darjo will be going through. Scythe's got no pace at the back. He's going to be going out. No fires this time. Finally, it wasn't decided by a fire. Just pure pace. Scythe didn't have it in this one. Unlucky there, sir. There we go. That's that race done. A very quick fire race. With Heavy Dude taking his first win tonight. And then we've got Scythe who gets knocked out, unfortunately. To be fair, Scythe, you did win a booster as well. So it's not the end of the world. Right. The big one now. The important one. If you've made it this far now, you'd be gutted to go out now. And there's 4 left. You'd be absolutely gutted to go out. Right, laps track. What should we do? Which one haven't we done so far? Which one's a circuit? Have we done that one? We have. Done that, done that, done that. On the brick, I can't remember. Let's do Bear Ridge. Let's do Bear Ridge. If you made it this far now and you get knocked out, you'd be absolutely gutted. So you've got to finish now. Obviously in that top 3, there's 4 of you left. Wham, Olive, Darjo and Heavy Dude. We're not going to do 6 laps. It's a bit of a long track. We'll cut it down to 4 on this one. Good luck, folks. So, remember, top 3 now will go, after this race, into your own race. Where you'll battle for the final 3, or the final 3 prizes, or the 3 big prizes. So the 4th place marble in this one will get knocked out, and it'd be so cruel after going through all them races to get this far, to get knocked out at this stage. So don't let that be you. Early on, it's Olive and Darjo making a little bit of a break. Heavy Dude and Wham towards the rear. Weird only seeing 4 marbles on this track. Normally when we run this track, there's like, quite a lot. We've got Olive and Darjo in the lead. We'll get a lap or 2 to settle down, but they're already a big gap, a significant gap already from 2nd to 3rd. Wham, with not much pace at the moment, but maybe he's just saving himself. He could just be saving himself. I would do the run. We always do the tunnel run by here. Don't know where we're going to do here, but there's just not enough marbles today. But we'll do it anyway. We'll do it anyway. Here we go. We got Darjo coming through first. There he goes. Darjo's coming under the tunnel first. There we go. The brilliant sound effects there by Kelsey, who didn't want to take part in these events. He's doing the sound effects tonight instead, he said. Darjo in the lead, Olive 2nd, Heavy Dude, Wham. Very separated at the moment. Very, very separated. Darjo won't mind this, though. Darjo will be very, very happy to see this at the moment. But don't forget, there are fires. There's pace. There's different things that can happen. Wham there with some good pace there towards the final part of this lap. Closes significantly on Heavy Dude. He'll want to get himself into third position as soon as he can. But look at the gap, second to third, massive gap. Top two at the moment. Just keep it how it is, and you got through. That's what you want to do. Olive, again, like I say, looked like one of the stronger marbles tonight so far. He's always been there. Struggled in the middle part of the event. As Wham there, we see in the background, takes Heavy Dude, demoting Heavy Dude to fourth place, which is the danger zone. Don't forget, fourth place. And after this, there's no more dropouts. If you're in the top three, you'll be battling for the three prizes on offer tonight. So this is your last chance to get through. Wham and Heavy Dude pretty much side by side towards the rear of the field there, as we're already coming up to half race distance. Wham trying to go across to cover Heavy Dude, doesn't quite work. Heavy Dude manages to get in front. Wham slips back into the slipstream. They have closed a little bit on the two in front, to be fair to them. So as long as they don't start getting a bit messy here, they are working together quite well, and they're bringing themselves back towards, and Wham especially there, with a really good run there, is starting to close down on Olive a little bit. Wham's got some good pace now in the midfield there. He's closed that gap hugely on Olive. Darjo still in the lead, but look at Wham's pace there. He's absolutely flown. Maybe Heavy Dude was just holding him up there or something, because Wham has closed right up on Olive now, almost into the point where he's going to challenge him now into these final few corners. Can he keep up this momentum? We will find out. Heavy Dude slipping away at the rear, looking like he's going to be a little bit sweaty at the moment. Wham, though, closing nicely on Olive for second position. So Wham's just pulled his finger out of his arse, and he's thought, I need to get on with this. Heavy Dude, though, has gone with him a little bit. The top four are closing back up a little bit. They are closing back up a little bit. Darjo has been caught a little bit there by Olive, who's also in turn been caught by Wham, who is also in turn been caught by Heavy Dude quite massively. Let's see, do they all get over the bridge safely? Yes, they do. You don't be hitting these blocks. You can actually hit these, as you can see. They stick out just a little bit on the track there, and they can cause some real issues there, them. Thankfully, so far, they haven't impacted this race. We're going to get in our favourite tree. There we go. And we're going to watch everyone come by. There's Darjo. Bit of the scenic view here. Olive, really been caught now by Wham. Olive's pace is dropping off, actually. That's rather concerning for Olive. Look at Heavy Dude's pace in the background as well. He's going to charge up the inside, as it were, of Wham. Pace drops off a little bit there as he comes out the slipstream. But Olive, who I said was looking strong early on. Darjo, though, we've got to give a quick shout out to Darjo. Darjo, so far, be very happy to see this, as Olive loses second place to Heavy Dude, who at one point looked like he was going out. Is Wham going to get past Olive as well? He's going to try it, but Olive manages to block him a little bit. That's going to help Heavy Dude pull away a little bit through this middle sector. Can Wham do anything about it here? No, he can't. He's praying. He'll be like, come on, get out of the way. I've got to get through. I've got to get through now. And he still can't do it. Olive, and he actually gives Olive a little bit of a boost there. Helps Olive close back up to Heavy Dude somewhat. We've got Darjo in the lead, about to start the final lap in a minute. He's way out in the front at the moment. Heavy Dude has clawed that back a little bit, the gap, though. But Darjo won't be worried about that. He just wants to stay about where he is, you know, get through safely. Olive has regained a little bit of his momentum on this lap, mainly thanks to a shove from Wham. Wham will be praying, he'll have his fingers crossed now, be thinking, come on, got to get through, got to get through to this top three shootout. Darjo starts the final lap. There we go, lap 4 begins. Heavy Dude across the line in second. He's Olive third. That would currently be your top 3 shootout. Wham needs something. He needs a miracle now on this last lap, I think. He looked like he had really good pace in the middle of this race, but it's not come through and rewarded him. Kelsey's obviously happy in the background. But don't forget, there's still the threat of the fires. You just don't know. It could change at the drop of a hat. Olive has regained some pace, definitely, because he's now challenging and takes second position from Heavy Dude. He's trying to get through into a safe position. Wham at the rear has no pace at this moment in time. He's now relying on a fire or Heavy Dude to drop right off the cliff at the end. Heavy Dude could drop off the cliff at the end. His pace has dropped a lot this lap. Darjo's pace also has dropped a little bit. Olive's catching Darjo up quite a bit. Wham's making big inroads on Heavy Dude, who I said might drop off a cliff, and he's right there now on Heavy Dude. It's closing up as we get towards the last few corners on the last lap. There's still a chance for Wham. There's still a chance for Olive to take another win from Darjo. All positions being fought for here on the last lap. In the grand celebration giveaway, Olive challenging Darjo for the win. It only matters for a booster. You'll still get through to the next round. And look at Wham on Heavy Dude in the background. We've got 2 battles for 2 positions, for 4 positions indeed. Darjo defends from Olive aggressively. Will Wham get an opportunity to try and challenge Heavy Dude for that final position in the top 3 shootout that's coming up. We're going to have to watch both battles. Olive has taken the lead from Darjo. Will Darjo fight back? Wham! Takes... Oh, and he gets a bad jump. He gets a bad jump off there. Olive's going to take the win. Olive gets across the line. Who's going to get through in third? We're going to slow it right down because this could change, and it is going to change. Look, Wham's going to do him on the final corner. Wham's going to take Heavy Dude on the final corner and gets through. That is an incredible change of fortunes there at the end. Kelsey really not happy at that. There we go. So, Olive steals another win on the final corner to take 4 boosters tonight now. Incredible. Heavy Dude, unfortunately, gets knocked out on the final corner. I can't believe that comeback from Wham there on the final lap. Fair play, Wham. Now, you top 3. You're all guaranteed a pretty good fucking prize now, to be fair. Heavy Dude, we say goodbye. Now, are we reckoning tradition? Totally tubular for it? Yeah, I think we should. I think we'll do totally tubular. No one's objected, so that's what we'll do. Top 3 now, Darjo. Right, final 3. You guys, this is the final race tonight. You guys are battling for the prizes. Remember, you've got first place is a month's Omega. Second place is a level 1 mastery pack, and third place is a Genius plus 12 booster. Some really nice prizes to win there. And you're basically just going to battle it out for it now. We're going to change the amount of laps. We're going to put it to 10 laps, so we'll have a little bit of a showdown at the end. Good luck, guys. Well done for getting this far. You guys are guaranteed a good prize no matter what now. It just depends in which order you're going to finish. So, yeah. Good luck. Olive, I would have been surprised not to see Olive in this finale, to be fair, because he's won so many races tonight. But there were times where he probably should have been knocked out if it weren't for the fires. But 10 laps. Let's hope we have a close race and not everyone gets strung out. So let's hope we have a really nice fight up front. And no fires ruining the race, but I guarantee there will be. So, Wham, who looked like, for all intents and purposes, was going out in that last round, didn't manage to recover it on the final corner somehow. I don't know how he did that in that final corner. But he's managed to get through into this round, and he now takes the lead from Olive. So, or does he? Because Olive fights back. So we're going to give this one a few laps to settle down. Darjo doing his own thing at the back there. Darjo's just happy that he's got through into this, to be honest, at the moment. Everyone should be happy with a prize in this. It just depends who's going to take the month's Amiga, basically. But Wham, Olive battling it out at front. Darjo, a significant gap behind. And just a quick thank you again to everyone that's donated, obviously, to this celebration giveaway. It's totally just done for the people that donated, obviously, like I've said before. So, yeah, big thank you again. If you didn't get through this far and look at it, hopefully everyone won something, like a boost or something. But I know there's some of you that donated that have won nothing from this. But yeah, you get the appreciation of everyone else in the corporation for helping to fund the expansion of the structures and stuff. So, yeah. I know you didn't donate to expect to win prizes anyway, but I had to do something to try and recognise, people's donations. And it was better than just giving like a badge or something like that in game. At least people get to see this, and you get to put your name on something or whatever. Wham in the lead, to Kelsey's dismay. But look at Darjo in the background there. He was miles behind a minute ago. He's put his pace up now. He's like, okay, now's the time to get involved. And we do see this in this track. We do see the change of pace happen quite a lot, especially off this corner. This corner, there's a really weird boost off there. And if you hit it at the right point, you can make up a lot of time. So keep an eye on that final lap if we have got a top 3 this close, because it could change. Olive's trying to fight back. Darjo's trying to go past Olive as well to get after Wham. Does so very successfully there. Good momentum on the outside there for Darjo. We're going to go close to him. Already on lap 3, so the race is going pretty quick. Darjo, will he get a good run on his back straight? No, he doesn't. Olive gets the better of him. Close race now for the top 3. This is what we want it to be like. We don't want a runaway winner. I'm pretty sure either of you 3 would want a runaway victory for your 1 month's Amiga, but we want a close race. Us, the viewers, the neutralists, the ones that are not against Wham winning, Kelsey, want to see a close race.
It's 3-0.
But Riggs, don't you start that. Riggs, you're in grand finale. You're in the grand finale, man. What's the matter with you? Darjo takes the lead there. He's had a good lap.
Yeah, he's in the pensioner 500.
Darjo in the lead. Olive behind. Wham there at the back. Maybe just saving his pace for later on. Needs to focus more on his pace than shouting rigged. Save some energy there. Olive and Darjo going at it up front. Lap 4 already. So approaching half race distance. Important to position your marble, the Viagra 500 for Wham. Olive, Tenchi in the lead. Darjo, Wham, your top 3, your only 3. The last 3, the final 3. Olive's starting to pull away. The trend was set early on when he won 4 of the boosters, 4 of the +2. I may as well just buy him a +8. That's what I think I'll do. People who won multiple, I'll either offer them like loads of +2s, or you can just have like the +6 because it's the same value. So it's up to you. We'll see. And Olive is pulling away nicely. Lap 5 is about to begin. Half race distance coming up. Can Darjo or Wham do anything about it? Do anything about it? Let's see. Olive in the lead still. Gap is significant. Darjo, though, has a very good turn 1. Closes up somewhat. Wham is still right there. This is the grand finale, don't forget. This is your top 3 shootout tonight. If you've made it this far, you've earned a prize no matter what. Because you've fought off like 13 other fucking marbles to get here. It's been a long event, to be fair. I didn't expect it to be this long, but it's gone on for quite a long time. How long have we been going at? Let's check. Jesus Christ, an hour and a half. I apologise, folks. This was supposed to be an half-an-hour event. And it's just, I mean, if people are bored, I apologise. Wham, though, has moved into second place and is now challenging Olive. So Wham has found some amazing pace on this lap. Takes the lead from Olive. The US might on display once again here today. Olive trying to fight back on the inside, does so as we go into the final corner. This is what we want to see. The 2 leaders giving us a great fight as they're about to go side by side into turn 1. Olive on the inside. Wham was on the outside. Switches back to the inside. Takes the lead. Wham's in the lead. Darjo would love to be a part of this at the moment. He's sat in third, though. Just sat there watching from a distance. Wham takes the lead. Pulling away nicely from Olive now. Has Olive shot his bolt too soon? Or can he get after Wham? Let's see. He's still got good pace down that back straight as Olive. Wham comes through. Olive closed a little bit there. Darjo in the background with some good pace is starting to close back up to this lead 2. Or this 2 marbles because the group is now split up a little bit. We've got about a static gap. There's about the same gap between each marble now. Probably Darjo a little bit further back from Olive than Olive is from Wham. But yeah, from the close we had last time round, the close race we had last time, although as I said, Olive's just closed up quite a lot on Wham again. Can Darjo get involved at the back? I mean, he'd be happy with third place. It's a +12 booster here. Why would you not be happy? But of course, you want the win. You want the first, the second prize. You want to get up a bit further. Off the final corner, are we going to get any surprises? No. Olive got a pretty poor run off there. Darjo's fallen back quite a lot on that lap, actually. Now nearly the entire pit straight behind. Lap 7 begins. 4 to go. So, yeah, anything happens with fires or anything like that, obviously it's going to change the result. There's no 2 ways about it. Unfortunately, we can't do anything about the fires. Wham in the lead. Olive second, and then Darjo third. Of all the people that might win this, I didn't expect it to be Wham. I expected Wham to be one at first marbles out. Especially considering I edited the files before the race, but anyway, obviously I must have made a mistake. Wham in the lead, but being challenged once again by Olive, who's making a comeback as we go down the back straight there, almost side by side. Olive trying to get a good run through here. Wham takes a tighter line, will compromise him on the exit, which it does, allowing Olive to go right round the outside. Takes the lead. Wham falling back to second. Darjo is so far behind that Wham won't even be able to see him in his mirrors at the moment. What's going to happen off this final corner? Olive is going to get a steady run. Wham also gets a steady run, probably slightly worse. Darjo is half the gap to Wham. Still a chance, possibly. 3 to go. It's still anyone's game. Because even though that gap at the back is still quite big for Darjo, he could still make up that time with a couple of good laps. You never know. This track does provide very strange results sometimes. Olive takes the lead from Wham. Not far to go now. Not far to go. The last thing you want to do now is set on fire, though. Wham trying to make a comeback there. He's a real good run through T3, T4 there. He's going to try and make a comeback on Olive. Maybe he's saving it for the penultimate lap. Maybe he's just building himself up here, saving his energy, saving his battery, recharging. Thinks, you know what, I'll give it one more go on this final few laps. Because you've got to time it right. You can't go too quick in these. You've got to time it just right. So, let's see. This time last time round, Wham was leading. Olive passed him just about there. The gap has definitely increased since then, as you can see. Darjo not making any inroads, really. It looks like Darjo maybe might have to settle for third here, unless something befalls our two leaders. Olive gets a good run off the final corner. Wham gets a good run also. It's still not over. The gap is significant, but it's still not over. Darjo's definitely out of it in the final few places, I'd say, or the final place, I'd say. I can't see how he can make up that gap now. It's too little too late. Can Wham do anything about Olive? Let's see. T3, T4 coming up. Wham's got a good run through there. Nah, not so great through there. Needs some momentum. If we're going to have a race for this up front, he needs some momentum. Olive is controlling this one at the moment. Looking pretty steady. Wham's got... Oh! Well, look what's happened! Wham's set on fire. I can't believe it. Darjo's going to get through. Takes second position. Wham's set on fire there, which demotes him to third. Olive in the lead has got a significant gap, but Darjo, with some late race pace here, and the fire from Wham, has moved into second. I don't think anyone's going to catch Olive unless something bad happens to Olive.
No, worth it.
Bullshit.
Not worth it.
Olive takes the lead. He's the entire pit straight in front. Unless Olive has a problem on this last lap, no one's going to touch him. Darjo is far enough in front, I'd say, of Wham to still secure second. Wham with that fire, the only marble so far in this race to set on fire. It looks like Olive's got this one in the bag. It's not the close race I was hoping for on this track. It's a very strange track. Sometimes it gives you the close races, sometimes it doesn't. Darjo sets on fire, though. It's changed again. So Darjo sets on fire. This is going to promote Wham back up to second position there. So back where he was a second ago. Wham is right there in the second position. Olive, though, no problems whatsoever in the lead. He's coming through the final few corners. Unless something bad happens now, Olive has got this one in the bag. And even if it did, I don't think they'd be close enough to catch him, to be honest. I think even if he set on fire now, Wham would still be too far behind to catch him. Not the close race we were hoping for. Olive comes through the final corner. It's been an easy win, to be honest. The last 4 laps he's controlled. Olive takes the Months Amiga. Well done, Olive. Thank you for your donation to the Corp. Wham Alden comes through the final few corners. He's going to take second place. You can't be too unhappy with that, Wham, despite the fire. Second place is the Level 1 Mastery Pack. That's a Genius Booster plus some skill points. Well done there, Wham. Thank you for your donation. And Darjo, very late entry to this. Gets through. It's rigged. There we go. So
he says that maybe it's not.
Hey, it was all right. That wins the shoot round. So. Wham takes second. Despite not winning anything else tonight, Wham takes second, and Darjo will take third. There we go. That's the results logged in. That's the end of the giveaway. Thank you to everyone once again for your donations. Well done to the winners. The next giveaway will probably be the weekly giveaway next week, so we will probably catch you then. Thank you to everyone once again for your donations. Can't thank you enough. If you didn't win, I'm really sorry, but yeah, to the winners, GG. And we will catch you next time.